Hi, my name is Tai Shin Zheng with metrics number D230127. So I'm going to present the part for our project, which is introduction. This project that we do is focused on the sampling and quantization of an analog signal defined as gt equals to 3 sine bracket 4 pi t plus 0.1 bracket plus 2 cos bracket 6 pi t minus 0.2 bracket. So we begin by sampling this signal at a rate of 8 Hz over 1 second, which allows us to study how the signal behaves when sampled near the Nyquist rate. And next we apply the 2-bit quantization, which provide only for discrete level across a voltage range of -4 volt to +4 volt. This process introduced the quantization error, which we calculate by comparing the sample and quantized value. To evaluate the quality of the digital signal, we also calculate the signal to noise ratio, or SNR. All of these steps we first done manually and then verify using MATLAB simulation to ensure accuracy. Through this project, we gain practical insight into how sampling rate and bit depth affect digital signal quality. This is essential knowledge for systems like digital audio, communication, and sensor application, where analog to digital conversion play a key role. So now let's look about the literature review for our project. To support this project, we reviewed the theoretical foundation of digital signal processing, particularly focusing on the sample and quantization. Sampling involves capturing the amplitude of continuous signal at fixed interval based on the Nyquist-Shannon theorem. The sampling rate must be at least twice the highest frequency of the signal to avoid aliasing. After sampling, we use quantization to convert those continuous values into a set of discrete levels. In this project, we use a 2-bit quantizer, which provides only 4 levels. This introduces quantization error as the exact value is rounded to the nearest level. We evaluate this error using the signal to noise ratio, which is SNR, which improved by about 6 dB per additional bit of resolution. The review also highlights the trade-off between systems simplicity and signal accuracy, critical in real-world applications like audio system and industrial control. Finally, we use MATLAB to simulate and visualize this process, helping us compare theory with practice and better understand how sampling and quantization affect digital signal quality.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Haris Akib bin Hashim. My matrix number is DE230135. I will continue on problem statement part. So, in embedded system, analog signal from sensor often include unwanted high frequency noise. This noise can interfere with signal accuracy and overall system performance, especially in critical applications like industrial automation, biomedical device, and IoT platforms. Digital filters are essential to clean up this signal. Among them, infinite impulse response (IIR) filters are commonly used because they offer efficient performance with fewer coefficients than FIR filters. However, implementing IIR filters on low-cost microcontrollers like the Arduino Uno present challenges. These platforms have limited memory, reduced numerical precision, and lack dedicated digital signal processing hardware. As a result, real-time filtering can suffer in terms of accuracy and stability. This project addresses these challenges by examining how a second-order Butterworth IIR low-pass filter behave when moved from an ideal simulation environment like MATLAB to a constrained embedded platform like Arduino Uno. Next, we move to the objective. This project has 3 main objectives, which is first, we aim to design and simulate a second-order Butterworth IIR low-pass filter in MATLAB. We use a synthetic signal that includes both low and high frequency components to observe the filter's frequency response and verify its theoretical behavior. Second, we implement this same filter on an Arduino Uno microcontroller using embedded C programming and a potentiometer to simulate analog input. We test how well the filter perform in real time under the Arduino's hardware limitation. And third, we evaluate and compare the filtering result from both MATLAB and the Arduino. This helps us assess how consistent and accurate the filtering is, while also identifying any performance limitations such as reduced signal quality, slower responsiveness, and computational inefficiency on the embedded platform.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Harid Nuruddin bin Abu Zalani. My matric number is DE230046. Okay, now I will present for the methodology part. Here is our methodology overview. Okay, for the first step, we design filter in MATLAB using Butterworth function, which is an IIR filter. Okay, for the second step, we will test with synthetic noisy signal, which is we has create a signal and we plus it with 20 Hz noise. Okay, for the third step, we will transfer the coefficient that we get from MATLAB to the Arduino sketch. Okay, for the fourth step, we will use a potentiometer as analog signal source in Tinkercad. And lastly, we will visualize our raw and filtered signal via a serial graph. Now I will continue with our designer filter at MATLAB. We use MATLAB to design this filter. So this is our coding for MATLAB. Okay, after we run the MATLAB, we will get the MATLAB result, which is first the graph that has not been filtered, and second one we will get the graph that has been filtered by using IIR filter. We can see the second graph is more smoother than the first graph. Okay, the third one we will get the value of numerator coefficient, which affect how current and pulse inputs contribute to the output, while and we will get A, which is the denominator coefficient that affect how pulse output influence the current output. Now I will continue for our Arduino implementation at Tinkercad. Okay, this is our circuit that we have created. We use Arduino Uno and potentiometer. Potentiometer act as our analog input signal. Okay, to get a signal that have noise, we need to move the potentiometer up and down very fast, so it will produce spike at our signal. So we will see the IIR filter act to make the graph smoother. Okay, now I will present for the Tinkercad code. For the Tinkercad code, we use the same numerator and denominator coefficient in MATLAB and in the Tinkercad, because it will define the exact same filter, which is we use the same filter but the input are different. Okay, when we run our circuit, we will get this Tinkercad result. First, we have the graph. Okay, when we see the graph, the blue graph is the graph with noise, and the orange graph is the signal that have been filtered by the IIR filter. So the graph become more smoother than the original graph. Okay, at the right, we have the value that are displayed at the serial monitor. The left one is the original signal, while the right one is the filtered signal. Okay, for the analysis of this project, first, MATLAB and Arduino results were consistent. Next, the IIR filters suppress high frequency changes. Okay, next, the Arduino showed delay due to filter memory. And lastly, filter preserves signal trend while reducing noise.
Next, For the discussion, the IIR low-pass filter was successfully implemented on both MATLAB and the Arduino Uno, proving the feasibility of real-time digital signal processing on microcontrollers. In MATLAB, the design process was straightforward and highly controlled, while the Arduino version using a potentiometer in Tinkercad still maintained expected filter behavior despite limitations. One major advantage is the IIR filter's computational efficiency. It uses fewer coefficients and less memory than FIR filters, making it suitable for resource-limited systems like Arduino. The output clearly showed attenuation of rapid signal change without distorting the overall trend. However, the project also had some limitations. The potentiometer doesn't reflect real-world sensor noise, and the use of delay time in the code affected timing precision. This limitation suggests the need for future testing with actual sensor and refined timing controls. Still, the project successful demonstrate the core principle of DSP and their practical use in embedded system. So, for the conclusion, through this project, we got to apply what we have learned about DSP to something practical. First, we designed a second-order Butterworth IIR filter in MATLAB that helped us understand how filters actually work to remove noise from signals, and we could clearly see how changing the cutoff affects the result. Then, we moved to the Arduino side. We took the filter we designed and wrote in C for the Arduino Uno. This part really taught us about the challenges of real-time filtering on a simple microcontroller, like how we had to manage memory, precision, and timing. We used a potentiometer as a test input and watched the output using Tinkercad's graph. Even though it's not a real sensor, it gave us a good idea of how the filter behaves with changing signals. One cool thing was that the result on Arduino were pretty close to the MATLAB. That showed us it's possible to run DSP filters on low-cost board. Overall, it was a great hands-on project. We learned a lot about filters, coding, and how to turn theory into something real.